Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to IXION. Now in the last episode, we had managed to pull ourselves out of the storm and get to the other side of the Theta system relatively unscathed. There were a few casualties along the way, but generally speaking, 99.9% of people made it. Now since then, we've picked up a tremendous amount of science from the corresponding different districts of the Edamananki ship, which was torn apart. Now, we've also picked up a huge amount of cryopods and started onboarding them. Today, the goal is going to be to optimize our sectors, keep those people happy, advance our technologies, and maybe even open up a new sector altogether to handle the volume of people that are coming on board. And that's basically where we're at. So, in between episodes, I just did a little bit of refactoring. I didn't let any time play, but I started the layouts for adding in extra housing. We have the mushroom walls and things like this. So let me just give you a general overview of what's going on, because I feel like we're deep in now. There's a lot on screen. Let's just catch up with what's going on. So we've got Sector 1. In fact, we'll hide the UI. Sector 1 is the all-rounder sector, sort of focused on space, right? This is where we repair our hull from. We've got a lot of housing here. We train colonists. We send out our probes, that sort of thing, and we research our technologies. Sector 2 is the industry-focused sector. Primarily does iron, carbon, and electronics, with a few little bits of extra things. It's got some housing in the waste treatment centers and things like that in here as well. Sector 3, primarily dominated by food, agriculture. Also a little bit of storage. We store up a lot of ice here, turn it into water, feed the farms. Sector 4, housing and storage. So all of this is just massive housing blocks and then massive storage blocks, some of which are powered off as they're just holding things for the time being rather than actually doing anything with it and distributing it. So like I said, this is now becoming a bit of a mini food sector. There's so many people here that we're going to start generating waste from those houses, and that's going to feed into the mushroom walls to give us a little bit of food back out of the waste over time. And then there's some higher tier housing here. I say higher tier, it houses more but lower quality housing overall. Now that's where we're at. So if I open another sector, I don't know what it would be. Probably another all-rounder like Sector 1. A bit more of the EVA airlock repairing and some docking bays to send out ships and do things. That's probably what it would be. Maybe make room for a little bit of extra food depending how things go. Resource-wise, to give you a recap, we're pretty good. We're full up on almost everything except for silicon, and I'm going to be hurting for electronics quite a lot actually. Something I meant to do was set Sector 1's polymer to, yeah, it's on 100 right now, and just lower it down for the other ones just a bit, because we are now building new solar panels, and it requires a lot of polymer. So we're waiting for that to get delivered in Sector 1. And I think that's got you all caught up. If we have a look then at the external map, the system map, we're currently investigating the depressurized R&D district. We kind of unlocked some codes and stuff that made us let it get a little bit further in there. Obviously there's tons of people that we're trying to pick up and bring it into Sector 3 right now, as they're awaiting storage and awakening from the cryopod center, and there's tech that we're just getting there right now. Now something we didn't look at was the event here at Crook P51. We saw that there was massive gaseous storms and almost like liquid gas that we were moving through, so let's read more about it. We have a scientist that's there at the moment. The Myers site. We've discovered unusual bacteriological formations in the geysers of P51. The bacteria are not only capable of arranging amino acids, but by utilizing geyser emissions as binding agents, they restructure mineral deposits and carve out basins around the geysers. Further groups of bacteria were found within these basins, and we've named them Myers, and would like to carry out further behavioral analysis. So yeah, that's fine. Sounds good. I'd be a little bit worried. Anything to do with bacteria or alien fauna or anything like that, or flora, a little scary, so we'll think about it. But let's just exit out, let them get the science first, and in our tech screen, we'll just catch you up on where we're at there. We're 68% on the post-lunaclism cargo ship upgrade, which lets us go 20% faster on cargo ships. After that, we're getting the crew quarters improvement, basically, which allows us to gather waste from these houses. And then after that, I don't know, maybe we'll invest into the mushroom wall and the crop farm a little bit more. I'm just really worried with all these extra people that food is going to be not great, because it actually goes down really fast when we stop producing, or if we start to get ahead of ourselves with too much population. So I'll think about that too. All right, that's basically where we're at. So let's let time play. We've got another probe, so let's just send it out. I'm mostly looking for... Don't really feel like I need any more ice right now, but iron and carbon, things like that would be good. And ideally, we'll get these things when we get closer to that planet. We can always move over there at some point in the future, so we'll just avoid it. Actually, maybe the silicon can stay. as something. You know what? Drilling is fine. You can go out and mine it all you want, but it's the cargo ships I don't want going too far. I want them to have a relatively quick journey back to the Tycoon. Okay, I'm getting that lag again. I feel like it's from reloading the game sometimes. Hull integrity is maxed out, which is awesome, but like I said, we're about to be building the solar panel soon, so we'll see how that all goes. Alright, things are looking very good indeed. We'll just have to wait for things to get done and built in these different sectors. So Sector 2, this house is being decommissioned, but I think that there's nowhere to send the alloys right now, which is a problem. So if I have a look... Oh, yes. Yes. So if I get rid of this, and I get rid of this... Sorry, not that one. Can I cancel... Yeah, cancel destruction. This one. We'll make a new thing there. This one can actually just continue doing what it's doing. We'll set it to silicon instead. Don't know why it needs to be built at all now, because I didn't actually destroy anything.
You can implement a new policy.
New policies can be set in Sector 4. So I'm trying to decommission a bunch of things to, you know, make better use of the space that we have. But the problem with that is just there's a finite amount of storage space to even store the things that we're not using anymore. Science ship has retrieved all of its science. Alright, let's check this out. Summary of the data from the labs. The labs were severely damaged by the Edamananki. Oh yeah, we read this already. We were just waiting. So locate the Techno Supervisor's quarters within the residential area. Alright, hopefully it goes okay. And then we've got all the signs from up here as well. Conduct further tests on the Meyer bacteria. Okay. What could go wrong? So who's where? The Einstein's the one in the north, okay? Or in the top. Probe is just about to reach its destination.
A probe has
a lot of iron.
its scan.
In fact, there's 2,500 iron around the place for us, and a lot of silicon as well. We've got silicon as a priority for some of our miners. Do we have a silicon as a priority for, yeah, the whale? Speaking of, people say that film is supposed to be really good, but I have actually no idea what it's even about. But I've been hearing a lot about it for a while. Like, just people saying it's great. But when I looked at the trailer, I'm like, I actually don't even know what this is. It's just like a fat guy watching TV or something. But I've heard it's good. Looking forward to it. Want to see it anyway, like Brendan Fraser. Anyways, bit of a tangent. Don't like to date these videos like that, but there you go. Alright, how are we doing internally? Let's keep an eye inside. Right, so we've gotten rid of that. That can be now where we store our alloys. So a big alloy bin to distribute to lots of different places, as this is the main place where we make alloys.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
And this is getting emptied out. So what was the accident? Not too bad, whatever it was. Did people die? Nope. Good. All right, we're building the new solar panels. Looks like it's this little bit here that's going to get added on. Alrighty, looking good. So yeah, electronics are getting very low now. And we make electronics here.
Completed a task.
So electronics in Sector 1, let's just set this to be quite low at the moment. But 2 in each sector, so at least that's some distribution going on. Science team is done. Let's check it out. At the R&D district. Thanks to the information recovered from the laboratories, the team were able to locate the quarters of the area's techno supervisor. Higher in rank, their dwelling was of a much larger size than basic crew accommodation and was filled with unknown technology. We've recovered their security key. Alright, 25 tech ready for extraction. We won't go in just yet. Let's collect that science. We've got another probe. We'll send it out in a second. We're at 99% for tech. Boom. Oh, wow, that was everything. So now we're producing waste from our crew quarters. So we just got, just to catch you up, we just got this. Cargo ships move faster. And then we just got this. While the waste recycling policy is in effect, quarters produce waste at a rate of 1 per 20 inhabitants over 15 cycles. EKP engine. Tycoon moves 30% faster. Cargo ship. There's one that lets you hold more, store 20% more resources. But you need this first. So let's do that. Do those two together. We'll just have to wait for that first tech to get done. Then I'm going to probably invest into the mushroom wall or the crop farm a bit more. So we haven't actually finished an event yet, so the storm has not changed. There's actually some tech around here. Is there a planet? It looks like there might be, but it's pretty far along. Holy crap. It's really far. There. Kind of think it'd be good just to identify it. Well, there's still lots of stuff for us to grab around this way anyway. Alright, 0.2 of a cycle left to go for Crook P51 for the bacteria thing.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Alright, the majority of the Meyer bacteria live inside Geyser's tube. Smaller groups do exist externally that appear to have been excluded. Samples from within the geyser reveal an organized society that is not only able to propagate other types of bacteria, but also use what can only be described as tools, exchanged via vesicular transfer. We theorized a bacteriological language, and with the help of a the PA, sent a message to the colony through appropriate stimuli. They responded. The colony has proposed to follow us on an expedition to the Tycoon. This would be a monumental undertaking, as a single human cycle corresponds to several hundred of theirs. We have determined that the best way of transporting the bacteria will be to settle a small colony within the respiratory tract. No, there's no way. Within the respiratory tract of one of the crew. Perhaps an extreme method, but it will provide the ideal conditions for the bacteria. An intelligent and aware species. This will surely open the way for new... Nope, no way. Nope, not gonna happen. We are not taking in bacteria that spends hundreds of cycles for our one cycle and ingesting it in the respiratory tract of one of our crew. There's not a chance that that's the way we're gonna do that. So no. 45 tech. Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, I'm not authorizing that transportation. We'll get our tech and then we will leave. That is guaranteed death. Or hostile takeover or something. Man, it's gone super quiet now as well. Alright, let's check internally. How are we doing? So there's still nowhere to deposit all this stuff. We're waiting on one electronics to get delivered here. This one's almost done. There we go. That should get popped into here and get straight into there. This is going to take a little while yet as well. Alloys are good. The refactoring process is getting a little bit better, although not done yet. Alright, so there's one medical bay here and one here. I'm going to dismantle this one. A little risky. And then I want to move these food storage bays over. Can we choose somewhere else to send that, actually? Maybe even just temporarily we'll put it into here. We can get rid of these, and then we can build 2 extra big batteries right here. And that'll be sort of that area done. Do we need that many? Yeah, I think for this sector, yes, because you really do want to have this one on all the time. Yep. At least 1 extra. And at least save the space. Alright, oh, problem. Sector 4, a lot of injuries. This one's powered down, let's turn it on. They'll be okay. These can go as well now, good. Yeah, I'm really hurting for electronics. If I want to build... See, I want lots of more of these double storages to be in a line here. Because they actually fit really nicely, I think. If I was just to check, it's like there... Oh yeah, they'd be sideways, wouldn't they? So there and there. So then on the opposite side, and then there'd just be one little road gap, wouldn't there? Yeah, so that works out pretty well. So we could have 4 of those. So that's what I want to reserve that space for, and then we could save it all up with ice. Currently the ice is just on this side. But, you know, if we don't have the electronics, we don't have the electronics. We'll just have to wait and make some more. Prioritize getting it. Is there anything in this area that we haven't looked at yet? Hydrogen and ice. That'd be a terrible idea, getting some ice brought back in. Silicon, ice, and iron. Alright, you've got your tech. We are leaving. We are leaving. Bacteria, have fun. But yeah, not gonna happen. Alright, the Einstein. We'll head down to Crook P41. So what is it? 51, 42, and 41. A telluric planet with a small quantity of water present as ice. There are many large black telluric formations. Okay. Oh, look at... Ah. We've just cleared even more space. That's actually good. That's good. It's actually shrunk quite a lot, thinking about it. Almost don't want to finish any other events in case it comes back. Alright, let's check it out. So how we doing? Sector 4 is getting a little overcrowded. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna get rid of this. Dismantle that and build it right over here. So we'll do it sideways. And then there'd be a road cutting between it, and this one could just be paused. Good. So you're at 359. How are we for cryopods? We're just so full up. Yeah. Yeah, there's not much I can do about that. I suppose we could store a little bit extra here, maybe. That's why they're unhappy, by the way. The extra unhappiness for these guys specifically is to do with the fact that there's too many cryopods. Alright, and how are we doing here? I gotta be honest, like, I'm reshaping this without a fully clear goal in mind. So it's not as easily done as it might come across. Alright, so we're going to load this up with food, get rid of this area, and then collapse in... This hasn't been removed yet either. So there's nowhere for alloys to even go. In fact, that's going to be the same problem here. I might switch this to just be alloys then temporarily. And that should load up somewhere else then. Alright, good. Hungry people in Sector 2. I don't know why. I shouldn't be. Yeah, they're getting fed now.
Its scan.
Another probe can go out. Alright, good. Little bits of silicon all over the place. Still each... So what I'm looking at when I open this is, do you have something to get? Yes. Do you? Yes. And do you? Yes. Obviously, they'll get other things too if they need to, but primarily the main thing is just that you can get that. I've got one ship not doing anything. Actually, two ships, cargo ships, not doing anything right now. But I just don't want to pull in materials into other places, I guess. At least raw materials. But it is slowing me down. We could, at the very least, mine a lot more, I think. Yeah. So maybe we'll... The push Paka Vimana in Sector 4. You can change it to a mining ship for a while.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
So unassign that and get another mining ship out there. So the Mecha, Godzilla, and the minigun. Science ship arrived at its destination. So we're just gathering the signs here. Actually, speaking of signs, what do we have? We've got 91. Oh my god, my tech hasn't been moving. So we got the docking bay thing, which means we can now get... What did I do that for? Was it the cargo ship? Storing more resources. Yes, it was. Ships can store 20% more resources. So we're going to send out more miners that are now mining faster. And the cargo ships can pick up more stuff and move faster themselves. So that's good. Yeah, food-wise, see, globally looks like it's getting a teensy bit low, maybe. Food production speed is increased by 30%. Let's go with that. That makes more waste for us as well, which we turn into materials and food also, so all works out. Okay, so you've stored stuff here. That's great. So you can become ice, and you can unload. And then we can get rid of this and rebuild it here. So a little bit more optimization again. It's all really finicky, but it is working. Good. Alright, great. And we got our boost to power. Power is totally satiated for a long time. Alright, so food has been moved up there. We can now get rid of this. We can get rid of this. We can get rid of these weird roads once this place is taken down a bit. And yeah, alloys is just super full right now. Good problem to have. Turn this on, let them store up more. Distribute it. If the sector ever gets full, just send it around to the other ones, please. Although, again, bad idea to completely fill it up, because if you end up destroying a building, you've got nowhere to put it. Alright, good. Things are looking really good. A lot of carbon on board, 600. Gotta refine that into polymer. The silicon's working overtime, which is nice. You can go offline, because you're not needed. Good. Right, the event is ready to go. This is the IXION. We have landed near Site 0. We should be protected from the aluminum rain. Oh my god. Oh yeah, it did say that. Heavy cloud cover and storms envelop the planet, scouring it with solid aluminum rain. Eden has noted a formation of particular interest. We've located the formation and are commencing exploration of the site. Okay. Is there anything tech-wise we can give scientists to make sure they don't die? Science generated during exploration is increased by 5%. Oh my god, I wish I had that earlier. The amount of science we just picked up. We picked up like several hundred. Would have been good. Oh well. Not really. Looks like their survivability is pretty much set. Mining ships extract 10 more resources. 10% more from a deposit. That's great as well. Alright, lots of stuff to queue up and get. Speeding up time. How's that storm looking, by the way? Yeah, it's really far away. Good. Oh my god, that's like a molten world. Oh yes, gotta go there. So I'm not really too sure what I'm really going to be looking for. There's ice over there. Silicon, I guess, would be good to have. Again, I feel like electronics is my bottleneck. So hard to pinpoint it. Like, it's pretty good somewhere around here, but I just can't quite find the exact spot. And what the... Oh, come on, game. Just show it to me. Maybe it's just a really big area where you can't get it with one... Oh, that could be the case, actually. It's just too big to get with one probe. It's too spread out. Yeah, I might actually invest in the probe technologies as well. So that's the crop farm upgrade. Forget that. Let's get with the probe technologies. So, probe construction speed is increased by 50%. It moves faster. The radius is increased. That's what we want to do. So radius is increased by 40%. Assisted management upgrade is required in the tech lab. Assisted management. The personal computer in the tech lab is required. So speed is increased. Alright, we'll get that next then. We can send the probe out somewhere else, though. Sorry for taking a while with that. Just send it wherever. Nothing out this way. There's some hydrogen. This looks like a good spot. Alright. Good. We have another mining ship ready to go. Get cracking on some iron, please. They could do ice, I guess, but I don't really want to. And then our cargo ship should be nice and busy going out and getting all these things. Starting to store up now. And when the mining ships are kind of done, we'll employ more, what's it called? Cargo ships. Alright, let's check out what's going on with the event at the R&D sector. Yep, we read that already. So open it with the security, the ornate key thing that we found to get into the room. 3 days to go. Alright, our tech is done. We're now getting the next technology, which is going to boost our tech by 20% speed. We've got 83 science. There's actually 96 sitting up here. It's tempted just to get a science ship in there and get out. Maybe. Just to get that tech. It's 47 lying in wait down at Crook P43. There's lots of stuff up there that we didn't get. Alrighty, let's check out how things are going. So, housing could be better. There's room for more housing.
The probe has completed its scan.
Alright, that's one electronics that's going to be required for that. And then we need to remove these roads. Alright, we've created a nice block here. So, what we can do is do something like that. So, this can fit another battery and another one right next to it. Don't know if... Oh, maybe even a fire station. Yeah. We haven't needed that yet. I still feel like I don't know if I'll ever need it. Like, is this overkill? Is that too much batteries? Like, I don't know. It just seemed like it might be. Like, how far across the system do we really need to go where we're going to need that much power? Like, what do we have all at the moment? So this is Sector 2. With 4.5 cycles. I feel like we can get pretty much anywhere on 4.5 cycles. And if we need to, we can just power down 1 or 2 buildings. So maybe I'm being a bit much with that. Maybe let's just get technologies to make the batteries better rather than adding more. And they don't need a road. They have a road either side right now, so that's fine. So we can cram stuff in a bit closer. So what about this? The DLS Center. How big is that building? The DLS Center is a 5x7. So that is 5 across. And then it would be 7 deep. Alternative Life Center, sorry. 5x6. That could fit in there. Yeah. That's going to make people a little unhappy. We're going to move it. Just want to make better use of this space. Which we're doing, which is good. Iron is full. Okay. Yeah, so I can't build it right now, but Alternative Life Center, just gonna pop one down right here. I'll keep everyone here nice and happy. They're actually still happy even with it gone. Ah, shit. This is full now. We need to get another one of those built fast. An infirmary. Again, we're just gonna have to get rid of it soon. There is a technology to improve your infirmaries, but for now, I'm just going to put another one down here. Just for the people that just had an accident. There's only one construction thing as well. So I'll make this a high priority now.
The ship team has completed a task.
Alright, so the Einstein. This is the one over at the planet furthest most to the left. The team reports that the telluric formation is circular in shape and has steep sides. They began mapping the numerous tunnels that lead inside it. Initial reports suggest that these were not created by natural phenomena, but dug intentionally. Continued behavioral analysis of the team is registering breaches of Dolos safety protocol, as well as metaphysical and psychological aberrations. One crew member appears to have removed their protective helmet, convinced that the air in the tunnels was breathable. Accounting for P-41's atmosphere, their remaining lifespan is estimated to be 37 minutes. Override security protocols for the Einstein team. Commencing a DDoS attack, flooding Eden Vigilance Network. The Einstein's team will be able to act without constraint. Continue exploration of the formation, implementing strict psychological monitoring. So it's like, let them do it, let them do whatever they want. Or monitor them strictly. With the help of specifically designed protocols, the Einstein team will continue their expedition and analyze the high levels of aluminum. I guess do that. It just seems you should research these things first. I'm scared though. Oh, I should have let them get the tech first. Damn. Alrighty. I'm a bit scared. Alright, the infirmary's been built. This has been deconstructed. Deconstructions seem like they have priority, even though I've put this as priority. There's only one workshop out there, but he's building this thing first. The materials have been delivered, but it's not actually been built yet. This is one sick person, one injured person that needs a bed. You know what? We've got the alloys. You can now resume building of the second living quarters against the wall there. Personal computer has been unlocked, so that means that we can now get our... So to get this, we needed the upgrade at the tech lab. So advanced sector sensors. Scouting radius increased. by 40%. Is there ever an increase of 20%? No. So to get that, it says assistant management upgrades required in the tech lab. Okay. Research speed is increased at 40%. Wow. All right, let's get it. $208 ice. This can be dismantled.
A probe has completed its scan.
And this can be dismantled as well, and that can be built.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Alright, the guys at the R&D district, they're after getting a new technology upgrade. Scattered files on the floor of the security room contained warnings about the prohibited nature of what was stored in the area beyond. Behind the further door, a long chamber was filled with occupied Dolos cryopods. Numerous data disks full of scientific information were also discovered. These finds are of incredible value. 150 alloys. 1 electronics. New tech upgrade, PA upgrade unlocked for the tech lab. Leave the wreckage. I guess so. So let's see if the thing moves. Oh, nice! I did not expect that. Dude, we are free to go up to Crook P42. When this finishes, it might collapse back in, but who knows? That's really good. I might fly up there, actually, and start gathering some things before we come back down here. It'd be great if it just blew over once. That'd be nice. I mean... be nice for me, but in some ways it's probably more interesting if it came back. So, is there anything to get probe-wise out this way? I haven't really looked over there. Some of our ships are going pretty far, just the cargo ships that are trying to get things a little further out. That's okay though, don't mind. There's very limited room to store iron ore, and I feel like we need a lot more. Electronics are building back up there. We're at 8 out of 9 now across the entire place. Can resume the mushroom wall here. So that'll drain our alloys quite considerably. We're building 90 alloys there, 90 alloys here, and reconfiguring this area, so lots is going on. Still don't know if we need to open up another sector just yet, but maybe. We're at 1,124 population in there, 320, 277, and 427. Everyone's optimal at least, so that's good. Yeah. Alright, we've cleared up all this space. It's nice. I'm after forgetting, though, what I was thinking of putting... oh, yeah, the alternative life center. That was to keep them happy in case bad things happen. So we'll just pop it, slam it in there. And there's no reason not to continue this road up this way, maybe? Just to make that even looking. But if we need extra room, we can always get rid of a bit of it. Alright, there's nobody needed in this anymore, so we'll just leave it there for a moment. So I think having 2 workshops, or at least 1 workshop just somewhere here would be good. Or we could fit it, tuck it in nicely right here. Let's do that. These guys are working away. Great. Awesome. Everything's really, really good. Yeah, definitely going to be sending a science ship all the way up there. So this guy is done now, right? Let's just get that tech. That area isn't done yet, but I want 108 tech is too good to leave. So get moving. 4 cycles to go until he gets there. But then it's just going to be a massive influx of science. Alright, our PA assisted management technology is now done. So that means that we can get the probe launcher technology that I wanted, which was scouting radius is increased 40%, which is pretty big. And construction speed increased 50%, and we could just shit out probes, basically. I don't know if I care about the speed. I leave them hanging for long, too long. Hull's deterioration while moving is reduced by 20%. Let's get that as well. And then we'll go with the farms, and then the infirmary. All right, just try to get all these upgrades. Alright, 0.2 of a cycle left to go. We've got a probe. Let's send it somewhere. So this does seem to be a bit of blank space here. See, this is why I want to wait for that technology. It feels like when it's green but grayed out, it's like, yeah, you're partially getting it. You're not getting every bit of it. That means you're getting every bit of it. But if you have a bigger radius, obviously you can encapsulate more. Alright, thanks to the intensive psychological and medical follow-up, the Einstein team was able to conclude the study. Solid aluminum particles carried by the winds of P41 created the network of tunnels. The erosive process has transformed the topography of the planet. When the particles collide with each other inside the tunnels, their reverberation generates a low-frequency vibration. When this passes through the inner ear, it alters human neural activity. Oh, it's making them crazy. They're hearing things. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I think we'll just leave. I think we'll just leave. But there's 98 tech here to get now, science. Again, I'm playing it cautious. Part of me thinks like maybe they'll turn to aluminum or something. You'll get like all these resources, but I don't feel like I need it. Alloys. I don't know. I wouldn't risk it. We know that it's dangerous, so just maybe stay away. But maybe now that we've got that, it would make the... No, I don't think so. I don't know if they'd understand that we've gotten that first bit of understanding of it, and they'll now be cautious going forward. It doesn't sound like it. Actually, something I just realized, by the way. The Pelican can get some of these resources that are lying around. Yeah, so bring in the electronics that you found, and bring in the alloys as well. Thank you. There's some here just at the depressurized R&D district, which is where we're sat currently. We no longer really need to be there. Could maybe make our way up to Crook P42, gather some of the silicon and things up here. That'd be nice. Before making our way back down and doing some of these events. Because at the end of the day, we need to build a big, strong foundation of our economy to sustain the extra... We need 1,800 more people. So it's kind of ridiculous. Would be nice to open a sector and get another cryo center going and just start unlocking people a lot more.
Has occurred in the typhoon.
Sector 4 is 94. Yeah, we're about to get that extra house built. The alloys in the sector are at 0. Can't remember what this was going to be. Was it ice? Yeah, I think so. This is ice, and that's ice. Is that right? That's fine. We could turn these on. Take them off ice and let them get distributed. Ice is down to 2,000 now. A little less than that. We had over 3,000 at one point. Alright, looking good.
A new request awaits your attention.
New request. We haven't had one in a very long time. What is it? Among the items recovered from the Orn 8 security room was a prototype supercomputer based on PA architecture. It could be integrated into our tech lab computer system. Stanford protocols do discourage the use of externally scoured lab equipment. Launch the PA to assist with our research. Using UN technologies out of the question. Yeah, I really don't know. Why is it out of the question? Why is it so bad to use someone else's tech? Surely that's a good thing. Use the tech. Alright, I did forget to look at that actually. It said that our tech lab had... There it is. The research cost for upgrades is reduced by 10%. Let's get that. Research speed increased by 60%. Wow. So we're getting the Tycoon hull upgrade right now. Okay. We're almost in reach. 120 science here at our colony. No other colonies have yet to be set up, which is unusual. I would have thought for sure we'd have at least 2, because they made a point of mentioning that we need lots of colonists, but we haven't so far. Did we get that probe technology already then? We did. We got it by 40%. We can get the one by 80% to really make it easy on us. Alright, let me get some focus back up. So, hull integrity is really good. We're maxed out. Trust is through the roof. I've never had trust problems, really. Stability is really good. Extra hours is active here, though, which is a bit of a concern. Only slightly, but it is a concern nonetheless. I suppose we could... Yeah, I want to power some of those down once they're empty. These two are actually empty now. Still extra hours. We're only over by about 10 people. It's not too bad. But it's not ideal. And we're just letting all the ice get filtered into the 2 bigger storage vats. 360 each is what they can hold. And then we can start taking in ice again soon. We've got, a lot of it's been mined already, I think. Or if not, we can send some guys out to do the mining. We've got the cargo ships to pull it in, no problem. Alright, so... wrong sector, this one. So we just optimized this place a little bit. This can go, this workshop. And then we've got a nice, decent space here for planned upgrades in the future. Yeah, a bigger waste storage area here I think would be a good idea, but I'm not too sure. Maybe one is enough to supply both of these constantly. Iron can get manufacturing again. Keep the alloys moving. Food is a double storage. Silicon doesn't. The silicon's getting piled up a little bit. Neither does iron ore. Okay, let's work on getting iron ore a double storage bay. Yeah, I think I'll just have to leave the fact that there's going to be a little row of tiles here that's not going to be used. The only thing I can think to do away with... like, I just don't really know how I can get rid of that easily. Like, I suppose we didn't need a road on both sides of these buildings. That was a mistake. Could have freed up a bit more space, but... what am I going to do? Move it now? Could do, I guess. Factories, so the polymer refinery is facing out that way. Could tuck things down just a little bit. Is it necessary though? I don't think so. Let's just leave it. Whatever. Life's too short to be bothering with that kind of thing. It would free up a few little tiles, but it's fine. Maybe if I get desperate in the future I'll do it, but not now. Another waste treatment center can fit in here as well. But yeah, sorry for the indecisiveness. Let's just go with the regular fat storage bay. Maybe somewhere up here if we can get rid of these things. So I'll build regular storage just down here temporarily. So this can be set to silicon, this can be set to polymer, this can be set to electronics, and then we'll deselect these ones. And we can start to remove them and make it fit a bit better. Steel fiber patches have been improved, so the hull is now going to take less damage when we're moving. What's wrong now? I don't know. -10 for some reason. Why? Oh, there's an injury. That's actually a good point. We should definitely have another EVA airlock. If we open up another sector, for sure, I'm going to do that. Are these... yeah, these still aren't full yet. Just fill that one. Close this. Little bit of overwork in here, but you don't need to be on. Hydrogen's done. There we go, we're optimal again. That's all that matters. Alright, nice. So there's... yeah, these things are... where's the waste being stored, though? Are these even operational? It doesn't look like it. Am I not storing waste? Did I get rid of that and not give it some... oh, one of these is going to do waste, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember now. That's okay, though. We'll just change one of these to be waste. So that's extra hours, but once these empty out, we'll be good again. Anyway, are we gathering tech up here? We are, and this ship is now free to leave the Einstein. The Einstein's team will be able to act without constraint. No, let's not do that. Yeah, just leave. See you later.
The electromagnetite has passed through the CRUC system, and the Tycoon is still online.
Oh my god, yes! So it's just passing through. Oh my god, that's so much nicer.
Congratulations, Administrator.
Thank you. Alright, get to Kruk P43. There's some tech out there. I survived. Easy. Easy. I wasn't worried at all. Alright, nice. Alright, we can really just focus on taking on these extra people, expanding the next sector, and like really going hard on taking on these extra people and applying ourselves. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Should we do it now? 6 electronics are needed to open up Sector 5.
A probe has completed
And this is storage
its
sector,
scan.
so it actually makes sense to do that, yeah. Yeah, I reckon, why not? Why the hell not? If the storm is passing and we seem to be a bit safer now, I'm not too worried about taking hull damage, so let's do it. That just means, though, that we need to basically say that we need to store up 6 in here if possible, and let's just go down to 1 in all the other sectors. Excuse me, and then tell them to override the locks and get in there. Excuse me, sorry. This can go off, that can go off. Now we're going to be at extra hours for a little while in here, actually. In fact, I'll turn off one of these. There we go. Because they're going to be queuing up people to leave this place to go in there. Alright, good. Alright, no issues. Hell yeah. And lots of tech. Everything's great. So electronics factory, steel mill, batteries, probe launcher. Yeah, we can get the probe launcher radius by 80% now. And queue up they move even faster. Then 100% I'll go with the food after this, because well, food does seem to be okay. Alright, silicon. We're waiting on these things to get emptied out.
Warning. A sector is being overworked.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem. So, what sector has too many people? I guess I have to go into population management and see who is the... So there's a lot of workers in Sector 3. In fact, we can move 100 of them into 4. So let's do that. Maybe not all 100, but a lot. So Sector 3 to Sector 4, only workers move, I don't know, 60? Because we're moving 40 into a whole different sector altogether. So from 3 to 4, only workers. 3 has too many. Let's go. They're going to be overworked for a bit. So let's just turn off some things. Chill them out, as it were. It's not a meal cycle, is it? Let's turn off that. And turn off even that, just for a moment. So that's optimal again. And it shouldn't take too long, because the closer they are, the faster they move. So it's just the next sector over, right? We're in extra hours here now, though, unfortunately. That's okay. Sector 1 probably has too many people. So Sector 1, 214 out of 134. So Sector 1, only workers to Sector 2, 30. They'll be in no time as well. Almost all the industries are online in here, so that's pretty good. To only be at extra hours, not like overwork. The alternative life center has been built as well, so that's nice. The DLS I'm going to build maybe alongside this as well. That might be a good idea. So let's get rid of that. Build it somewhere here.
Population transfer complete.
Alright, if we just hop out for a second, are we optimal? We are optimal except for Sector 2. So yeah, just waiting on them to get their population brought in, which will be here in a moment. We're almost out of feeding room, actually. So I think a bigger priority is... Well, they actually won't unthaw them. Yeah, that's actually okay. I was going to say, getting the mess hall upgrade so they can eat more in one mess hall is probably a good idea also. Alright, how are they doing? They have the food they need, half the alloys, all the electronics, and all the people. So they're just getting all that the rest of the alloys, and then they're good to go. Alright, these buildings can come back online now. Good. I'd say overall has been quite successful, this run into this system. People aren't unhappy yet that I've been here for too long. And we've just about collected all the signs. Alright, you're good. You can get moving... I don't know. I guess back down here. The colony's still there, by the way, so they'll produce more, but I just wanted to gather as much as I could right now. We need to kind of get moving to some of these different planets or something to gather stuff that's immediately around us. In fact, the probes have their increased range now. Yeah, that's good. Alright, let's go right there. Big radius. Thick. That's going to make it even better as well. Or is that faster? It's the EKP. Oh, it's obviously faster, yeah, because it's EKP stuff. Probe construction speed increased. Movement faster. Okay, cool. I look forward to going to the next system because I'm sure it's going to be difficult, but just having all these upgrades, I feel like we'll be able to get out there and really figure out what's going on quite quickly. Alright, so maintenance. Let's go with one of these.
A new request awaits your attention.
This makes space a little awkward, but it has to have road access on that side. So I could go up like this. That'd be weird. So let's just tuck it in there, right next to the edge. It creates room for some maybe smaller batteries or something else. What's the deal? Something's going on. Despite its thorough chemical processing and convincing synthetic flavoring, food produced from waste is proving to be unpopular with the crew. Often the crew good-naturedly make jokes about parallels between the food and their garbage, but sometimes the seeds of discord grow in the soil of humor. How deep? Promise to turn the mushroom walls off for at least 30 cycles. 30 cycles? No. What do they expect? Crab Thermidor? Never heard of that. It's too bougie for me. Yeah, you'll eat your mushroom waste and you'll like it, okay? Hey, we're in here now. Awesome. So Sector 5 is now open, which means we're suffering a little bit, but if we have a quick look, there's 6 electronics in here already. So all the electronics that we invested into this place we've been able to get back immediately. So let's just do the business and get sorted with a stockpile somewhere in the center. Get sorted with a workshop somewhere in the center. A second stockpile for food. A mess hall. And then we'll hook it up with a road. Alright, let's just let time play. Let them get started with that.
A probe has completed its scan.
Alright, I'll keep us going for a little while they clear all these things and connect up to them. Probe completed its scan. Big money. So, I think it's time we start getting some ice again. We're down to 2,000, which isn't that low or anything, but we might as well start, at least get cracking it, if they haven't been already. So that'll be your priority now. You can lower down on other things. And just because I'm crazy, let's just do this for a second. I prefer doing it this way, just so it's nice and even. But just at a glance, I can tell kind of what's going on. All right, you're still getting alloys that you're bringing in. That's nice. Okay, good. That redirects some ships in different directions. All good. They're still generating tech there. That's awesome. I don't know how long they're going to go for. And we're gathering the science down here. Want to fly to that planet just so we can see what it looks like graphically as well. Let's get that other probe out. Thick probes. Hydrogen and ice in large quantities right here. Alright, cool. Alright, Sector 5 is open. Might as well be opening Sector 6 soon enough. One of the first things we're going to build is an EVA airlock. We can distribute some alloys out this way as well. Seeing as we're next to the mainline storage sector, that's good, but we're kind of far from where alloys get produced. But we also need to get that technology that sends things around, I guess. So science ships, what can you get? Science gathered during expeditions increased. Ships move faster. Now, I said I keep going for the thing that's right in front of me rather than getting what's more important, which is increasing food production for all these extra people. The mushroom wall, food production's increased here as well, so queue those two up. Move the Tycoon faster, that's all good for now. Tech will eventually run out. Oh, some problem. We don't have the medical bay. It's a high priority.
An
Once this is hooked
important
up.
message from our colonization mission requires your attention.
Seems like the colony is probably full or done. If that's the case, we can actually send the science ship back. We finished our colonization test on Crook P42. Colonization success rates of planets like P42 are estimated to be 25%. Please authorize extraction preparation. Okay, what are you waiting for then? We're waiting for a science ship. Alright, we'll just head back. I guess I was a little too early. But what we can also do is send the Pelican to go get them, I would assume. So you can just put you on people, and you'll probably go up and get them, right? That's a great point, actually. There's like 30 or 50 people or something that aren't even on our ship. Something's been disabled in this sector already. Shouldn't be allowed to have accidents when it's like nothing in here. But we are loading up the infirmary at least, and then we'll start shipping people in here and start building housing. And then we'll set our cryopod center to basically send them all to Sector 5 as quickly as they can. And maybe build a second center. In fact, we've got the space for it now. I don't really know what else I need space for. Waste, I guess? Is there no waste treatment in this place? It doesn't look like it. And it's building up. Yeah. Okay, set you to waste then. There we go. A lot of forklifts moving out now. To be honest, you could probably be set to waste in future also. Alright, good. Handling it. And then with the new sector, the great thing is we can set up extra cargo ships and start bringing in a lot more resources, because it's really piling up. We've more than we can kind of carry now. So if we can get some extra cargo ships out there and bringing things into another storage sector rather than into a sector that's kind of busy, that'd be good. Yeah, the storm is still there, so I wonder if it's going to blow back, but I don't know. We'll see. So 12 signs left up there. The signs has been gathered down here. Let's check out this planet. This is the Einstein crew. We've landed on P43. The electromagnetic signal seems to be transmitting from below the planet's surface. We only have a limited amount of time to investigate before our suits and the Einstein's hull are compromised by the corrosive atmosphere. Embola recommends the use of demolition charges to accelerate the excavation process. This takes longer. Our team will deploy a drilling rig and bore through the crust. Once they reach the origin of the signal, they'll contact the Tycoon. The Einstein team will use explosives to clear the way as much of the sediment as possible to separate them from the electromagnetic signal. Now hang on one second. In our tech screen, did we unlock that option, explosives, or is that just a thing? We have exoskeletons, cryopods, repatriation, and deep diving apparatuses. Yeah, I'm not really ever a fan of using explosives when we're trying to study stuff. But at the same time, we know that they have a limited amount of time. It's highlighted. This takes a cycle longer. Let's do it. Safety first. For the planet and the research, not necessarily for the crew, but I'm hoping with repatriation and the other things that we've gotten for them that they'll be okay. Maybe that's arrogant of me. Oh yeah, there's another planet over here. Look at this. Oh, would it be great if we could colonize another one? Oh my god. Alright, how are we doing in Sector 5? Sector 2 is an event. It has emerged that concerning results of our earlier colonization tests have been leaked, leading many in the crew to believe we are just delaying the hour humanity ends. Whoever released this information bears responsibility for the rise in their sickness. Our earlier colonization tests have been leaked, leading many in the crew to believe we are just delaying the hour humanity ends. I don't understand that. What? Mission impossible. What has given you reason to think that? So what are we at now? Neutral? Happy? Negative? Oof. Intense propaganda. Could give them generous food for a while. Yeah, not much to make them happy. There's really nothing we could do to make them happy other than turning off waste disposal or give them generous food. But obviously, we've just cleared a little bit of space now. We could build a new stability building. The Legislative Strengthening Center. Provides 2 stability when the sector's stability is below 0. It's -1. Well, that would be good then here, right? And it fits, basically. Okay. I'm just thinking, this is the only battery here? Jeez. Let's get rid of that house. And then that battery can go. And that's not going to fit in there anyway. Unless I get rid of the road, then it would fit there. No, it wouldn't. Would it? Yes, it would. Actually, it would fit right there. But it means that they're going to be unhappy for a little while longer before I get it built. Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll open up the DLS center. We'll activate the policy for generous food. So they're going to consume more. Fair enough. It's going to be a while before we can reset that, so hopefully they'll be okay. But let's put them into neutral at least. Once I get rid of these two, we'll build that new building in place of that. And that'll give us a permanent 2, and then we can lower this back down. Or 2 if we go below 0, I guess. So it doesn't help if you're on neutral, but it will help if we're on negative. Alright, I'm going to have to leave it there, I think. Sector 2 is suffering from a lack of infirmaries. 5 people are unwell from accidents and stuff here at the foundries. So we'll have to try and fix that. We could open up the tech tree and get the infirmary upgrade, which I think I'll do. But there's also the health center, which heals up to 100 injured crew members simultaneously. So I don't know which one's probably better to get. That would take a lot longer. This would be a lot more of a quick fix. So I guess that'll have to be it. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode. Things are looking good. We're maxing out a lot of resources still. We've got 2,000 ice on board. Food should be fine. We've got over 1,000 food now, which is great. We've got loads of resources at our disposal. We've opened up a new sector. We're going to start building cargo ships. Going to start getting another EVA airlock just in case bad things happen, especially when we do another vol jump. That's going to really hurt us. We can just power it down if we don't need it. And really start filling up that sector and specializing it as well. But yeah, I can't believe that this has just passed over. That's been great. If it comes back, so be it. I still think it may do. It may very well come back. The fact that the PA said it won't, or said that, like, oh, it's passed by, is good. But you never know. We could get an event where another storm comes in that's bigger or badder. I have no idea. So I'm going to treat it as if bad things are still going to happen. We still have the various different districts to kind of figure out stuff about. And it does want me to prepare for the Piranesi, which is building up battery power in each sector to last at least 5 cycles. So I guess that is still a big focus of something to do. The way we could bypass that is actually just powering down things, and then we would have the batteries for 5 cycles, so we can kind of cheat it a little bit. Alright, anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching, and remember, if you want to support the channel directly, you can click the join button to become a channel member. Doing so will get your name in the credits, as well as loyalty badges and emotes to use in the comments. You'll also get exclusive access to my Discord, where there's dedicated channels for each series I'm doing, and it's a great place just to meet others and make some friends.